Brought to you by Thomson Reuters, with legal solutions that offer you a better way to practice, a better way to manage, a better way to thrive. See a better way forward at LegalSolutions.com.
My name is Daniel Katz, and I'm an associate professor of law at Michigan State University. And we're working to build the 21st century lawyer. Now, that requires a very different type of curriculum, a polytechnic curriculum, one where math will be on the exam. So a lot of my students say, I didn't go to law school to do math. And I say, unfortunately, the world has changed. And it's a great opportunity for you, because most of the folks in the industry, they've avoided math at every step, at every turn throughout their entire lives. It's a really interesting time in the industry. We're seeing the rise of companies that are using predictive analytics to supplement or complement perhaps some of what lawyers do. What do lawyers do? One of the things that lawyers do is, if you go talk to a lawyer, you say, do I have a case? How do they make that assessment? They're using what? A mental model. They're using their experience. They're using the experience of others around them to try to project, hey, these are the set of outcomes. This is the way it's probably going to go. And the same thing's true if you're on the other side of the case. What are we looking at here? What's our exposure? There's different ways to go about predicting that. You can use humans to predict things. You can use machines, and we're seeing more use of machines. And I think the parable of Moneyball is obviously very much in anybody's thoughts when you start talking about using analytics to sort of to reset some of the thinking in a particular industry. And one of the interesting things about Moneyball, of course, is that it's not just the machines. At the sort of epilogue or what have you to Moneyball was, it's the humans and the machines working together can achieve better than either the humans or the machines. Now, if you're going to have something like a legal analyst, which would be the sort of analog to what you might see in something like finance or a risk manager or somebody who's using analytics in some particular way, they're going to have a set of skills that typically one doesn't learn in law school. So we're trying to teach a set of skills like quantitative methods is a class I teach, legal analytics is a class I'll be teaching next year. And the idea is these are things you can learn. These are skills that one can acquire. You just maybe didn't think they were relevant to what you were doing. But it's all within, there's everything to play for. There's every opportunity to learn this type of stuff. And the world could actually look better than it did before, where we've had existing hierarchies that have operated a certain way, that if you didn't have the right set of skills, or the right sort of academic profile, or you didn't go to an elite school, you couldn't get a real foothold. You can now. And that's the silver lining in all of this. Now that what we're having is a period of real disruption, and we're just getting started, because analytics specifically has not really taken hold in this industry fully yet. And if you look at what's happened in other industries where it has, there's an arc to it. And you take a look at finance as one particular example. There's not really a lot of the qualitative component of finance has been reduced substantially. So there's still people that work in the space, lots of them, but what they do on a day-to-day basis looks very different than what it did 25 years ago.